And here we are, third and final map between 9Z and 00Nation. Boggs and Pineapple Phillips with you on the call tonight. And we still have one more best of three after this one. Winner plays Fluke, so this best of three is devolved into a best of one. And if Ancient is anything to go by, Nate, I think we can expect the opposite of what should happen here on Nuke.
Yeah, I think 9Z should start off 4-11 on the CT side and go from there because our expectations, Cattywampus, Lotso with the P250. Super Soldier, if I'm not mistaken, out in the yard. Good start. He's all by his lonesome, though. It's actually going to be an A play, and David, Super Soldier on the CT side with a duel. He's taken down. It's a play down the vents instead. The bomb is dropped down. The carrier was taken out. 4 versus 3 in favor of 00Nation. They've yet to take control of the site, and Max is down the vents, but he doesn't get the clean shot. He has to divide his attention now between two. He'll try to pressure in towards Decon. Smoke masking his presence. Lotso at the bottom of the stairs, stuck between two, but he'll find one. He'll find two. Lotso a 180. Dumau the third, and that is a complete collapse of the 9Z retake attempt. That was a big pair of kills. Actually, a trio if you include the opener from Lotso on the P250. Out in the yard, that pistol at range can really sing.
It really can. P250, very fun to use on the T side, especially if you can hit some headshots. Lotto definitely showcasing that in the tail end of the last map. And here on Nuke in the first round. Force up for 9Z, though. Try with the Scout and Armor. Buddha, Glass Cannon, CZ, MP9 for DGT. Double Deagles, Max and David holding on to the hand cannons. A pop for 00Nation. Again, they try this play. Nobody going down just yet on either side. Buddha able to escape the flames, and David lands the headshot. coldzera trades back onto Max, but Buddha can still do some serious damage. He might just catch the bomb, but he's going to stomp down coldzera instead. David back silo, another one deeg, and a third! David's hitting them all, can't get the quad, but he's done enough. 3 kills and try with the last. 4 spy for 9Z, goes their way. AK and Galil salvaged. David, that's some crisp shooting, son.
David, not David and David is Goliath. That is a massive 3K right there. And I want to highlight as well, it was a nice little minutia on the buy. You said Buddha was on the Glass Cannon CZ. He dropped a scout for his teammate.
Yes, he dropped it for try to have armor.
To have armor and also enough money in the bank, presumably to get a buy in the following for an op, potentially. He had a little bit of extra dosh in the bank, you know? I really do like the idea. It's an interesting one, and again, it's a selfless one. Buddha is a selfless player. And I don't know if it paid off there because it was the David train more than anything, but still, he definitely could have made the difference. Either way, investment. MP9 for Buddha. 4 rifles surrounding, one of them being a Galil, one of them being an AK. And it's a duel at range from the top of the Marshmallow. Dumau has only a P250, as is coldzera. Everybody else, I don't think has invested a single dollar, single dime. But that P250, this time in the hands of Dumau, will dome one. DGT with the AK to recover, to stem the bleeding. As will David. The M4 find one, DGT a second. Last alive, coldzera could find a parting gift. A nice headshot on the one, or a body shot on the Max would be something. I don't think it's realistic. Ooh, a dink on the Buddha makes things interesting. But it's not much. Still digging down on the end. Not an actual kill, just some damage. 9Z take away the lead, and I wasn't expecting a start like this from them on the CT side.
No, I wasn't. I mean, especially with 00Nation winning the pistol round, it's like, okay, they're off to a good start, but the 9Z strike it back. Good individual effort from David, and then a good solid cleanup, only losing 1 player for 9Z when it comes to the following round. So, overall, they're doing a good job of making sure they're getting their check marks crossed, making sure they're not losing anything unnecessarily. Try's got the op now, and he's got a ramp rush to deal with. He does get the first and backs away. Tech9 running him down. He's gone to the sidearm. The USP will net him a second, but Lotto will now have the op and the kill. Dumau finds the kill onto Buddha. He can drop down the vents. David gonna lurk around, tosses the nade out, has to be careful getting on, and I don't think that nade exactly went where he wanted it to.
Oh, Lotto.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna find DGT spotted as well. Will get the trade, but time is becoming a significant factor at this point. And
they do have a kit.
He's in the back halls, yeah. Kit is available. David running down one, DGT the second. There we go. Kills are gotten. It was a dicey round, touch and go to the very end, but it's a victory. Op recovered. Now, I will say, if the op of Try has a Molotov on the ramp, and he can just buy time, would have been a very different round. I don't know if he used it earlier to stem the initial rush or if he just didn't buy one. I think he had enough in the bank though. So question marks for me. But again, I wasn't paying enough attention. I could be wrong. Either way, it's a win. It's not fully exploited, but the economy of 9Z is still left wanting. Quite a few players below that 2K threshold. 00Nation have a buy on the board as well, including the op on NQZ, which makes this very scary for 9Z.
NQZ was so impactful on the CT side of Ancient. Solid on the T side as well. Got a lot of opening picks for his side. We'll see if he can have the same kind of magic on Nuke. Kind of similar in terms of how there is some successive opping angles, but it's not exactly an op-friendly T side. It's better than Inferno, for instance, but Nuke and Ancient, not the most op-friendly maps on the T side of things. Even on the CT side, at least for Nuke. But
it's hard to learn. It feels like Train almost, where you can really dominate, but you have to know it.
Man, I miss Train.
I think we all do. Cold Zero. Tenuous crossing. Gets tagged down and spotted, now stuck alone. He doesn't have support from back red, but his crossing has been anything but smooth. Rough waters. EGT's just holding from an off angle. You should have this player dead to rights, surely. Cold Zero walking into it. Shoulder spotted. Cold Soaker through. Cold Zero wins that duel.
Wow.
Shouldn't win that ever. What a well-played clear from him. And now 9Z are second-guessing everything. They're beginning to move around. They're beginning to get antsy. They know they have to make an adjustment, but they don't know how. They're still going to keep 3 players on A. They are reading this well, I must say. It is going to be an A split. At least it appears to be one for the time being. 3 in the lobby, 1 outside wrapping heaven, and 1 at the bottom of fence.
There are 2 flames available, maybe for that second Vents player. Lato destroys Max, but Taco falls to David, who reloads. Buddha able to catch Dumau off, but that's way too late. B blitz now for 00Nation. Got 14 seconds on the clock. Where is Try? He's so far gone. He's
to heaven.
He's out. What?
Wait, I thought we went to heaven. Wait. He was in T spawn?
Why is he in T spawn?
Well, they're saving. I'll give you that answer.
They're saving, but why was he in T-spawn at that point in time?
Flank and lobby. They had
an
to read
op?
it was an A play. I mean, it was a late play. I can respect the call, especially when they're worried about the yard, right?
I guess, yeah, but
it has to be an A play if you do that. If it's not an A play, it's over. And, of course, it is over in this case.
That's rough. And once again, we see 9Z unable to really keep things stable and clean. It's exactly what we saw on the second half of Ancient, where 9Z were never really able to get things going in a consistent manner. And if you can't have consistent success, you're not going to have success overall. You can have a couple nice little bits of brilliance, but you're not going to be able to win things in the long run. They're going to force into this one. They have the op for Try, but MP not on David. AK, utility, 3 kids. That's not bad.
Better than I would have expected.
Dangerous.
Yeah, they're in reset territory, but the buy is better than I would have expected. That's what I'll say. 00Nation, 4 AKs op, no question there. NQZ get to find a kill though. Maybe a worrying sign for the op of the T side.
Ooh. That's a kill he needs to get. Can't convert it. No casualties either side just yet. Good amount of time ticking down off the clock. Max still in garage. Not going to find anything as Cold Zero snuck down the secret stairs. He's looking for a victim. Nobody there yet. Max also has to be careful not to get caught by dumau. Dumau is someone you need to see pop off for 00Nation, and if he does, things will get even more dangerous for 9Z. Try playing in hell. Looking to get things done. Dumau catches Max off. There's the flash, but DGT has his ram. Try needs to help out. He's there a little bit too late. 3v3. David on the flank, but he could get caught by NQZ. Dumau in the meantime finished off by Try. NQZ spotted. Backs away. David full HP. Still has that MP9. Might be better served to run this one around. As NQZ jumps down. He dives into the B site, and David's going to follow it up. He's upgraded to an AK. True NQZ with a great read. That's a tight angle to win that fight on. Try catches him.
tight angle for tight angle, and try doubles down. 4 kills for him in the round. The op coming alive for 9Z, and that is a massive pair of kills to find to close out the round. You mentioned it was a very scary situation for 9Z on the cusp of being reset. They aren't out of the woods yet. They're still in a difficult spot. They have to reinvest most of what they gained, but at least they're building some rounds on the board. And there's a tactical timeout as well coming in from 00Nation. Their money's in a rather difficult spot as well. They might even go for the full-on savior.
Cold and NQZ can drop pistols. Lotto as well. Lotto could even hero rifle here. But it looks like they're going to go for an investment. Cold Zero going all in. Armor and util. Lotto joining. NQZ as well. Another buy for Lotto. Maybe a Galil for utility or just AK flashbang. Who knows? Taco holding on to one of those AKs. Dumau doesn't have a lot of cash, so he'll probably be Tech 9 armor. Two tack timeouts used by 00Nation here. They're being very, very frivolous with their timeout usage.
Liberal with their usage, yeah. Maybe even a bathroom break, I dare say. Last time.
I don't know.
You don't see 2 in a row. Actually, you know what? We did see one round. I want to say it was in the first game of the series. They called attack pause before like a half buy.
Yeah.
And they were still buying down into the round time. Like they didn't have enough time to talk things out. So maybe the double timeout makes sense, but yeah, hate to see it for this one issue this early in the game.
Dumau on that Tech 9, Lotto, AK flashbang. Try on his op down towards B, might go for a secret peek, we'll see. But Buddha's already found Taco through the smoke. Good start here.
Very solid start. 9Z finding their footing, getting comfortable. Oh, David a bit unfortunate on that spam. Down to 18. Still, 5 players alive. Interesting call for 9Z. I think they're going to boost up towards Mustang, perhaps.
Yep,
that is the call. I do like it as well. David can't afford to take a stray bullet. Put him up in a corner where he only shows his head for the most part. Good mid-round call. Max in the up of try, still holding outside in the yard as well. 00Nation, very uninspired now, very lost. At this point, they're going to go for another yard crossing. 50 seconds left. No smokes to facilitate it either. Gonna have to win the duels outright and try on the op. As crisp as he is, I don't think it's going to be a duel given away for free.
That's a nice easy one on the Lotto. Tosses a nade for good measure, but doesn't do any damage with it. A rotation coming in now from 00Nation, the audible being played in. Although, their time is quickly fleeting, but NQZ opens things up into lockers. DGT gets caught. Opportunity now, but they have to make a move. The time's so low, either they save now, or they go in.
The bomb is going backwards. It's a save. It's a save. If the bomb was closer, maybe like a rapid haphazard push into A, sure. That player jumping up heaven was a bit quicker. But the bomb being so far removed, you can tell Dumau was already calling the save like 20 seconds left. Like, it's over. NQZ won't be hunted. They'll all 3 get to save their AKs for the following. More importantly, though, for 9Z, they keep 4 players alive and also build up that CT economy. We talked about it, how they were still kind of in a spot where they could be reset. That is a big, big victory for them.
Reminds me of Inferno, where 00Nation saved so many times on their T side. Inferno didn't work out too well for them. A pop may be coming in from the T side now. Molotov smoked off. Spray from Buddha, not finding anything, but they do know Buddha likes to play. So that's a spray. David gets caught on silo. Buddha's got one, and he's kept alive by Max, but Max has to double down. Still trades going back and forth. Finally, DGT brings it to a man advantage, but Lotto right back again. Try to the sidearm, the need to finish, and it does catch Lotto with the frag. Oh, that's a narrow victory, though, for 9Z, and a costly round to win. Still,
bomb plant, though.
No bomb plant, and that was a heavy investment from 00Nation. They're back on a half buy. Pretty rough situation for them on the T side. They've already used 2 timeouts.
I think the most important factor there, the thing that makes it acceptable to 9Z, is the fact that they won that last round so cleanly, and they also prevented a bomb plant. Those are the two most important factors in that round. Bomb plant would have given 00Nation an investment with the added loss bonus, and the extra economy, just making so they can reinvest. Sure, they're again on the cusp of being reset, 9Z, but they have some breathing room. They should have a rather clean round ahead of them versus the Pistols.
They had a bit of a scare last time they were up against the Pistols, though, so they're going to have to take things a lot cleaner this time around. Try with that opener. Of course, the op is not necessarily the gun you want to get the eco frags with, as it only has the $100 kill reward. He's found the second as well, takes a tag. It's all about mopping up these kills, not letting the bomb go down for 9Z, and we're doing a good job of it so far, although, again, if Try gets all of them, or even the majority, it's not going to be great for the money. There's his third. David looking for the next. Oh! That's a nice shot from NQZ.
He was just missing the mark with a player close mini, but it's not the case. Double tag onto NQZ. You hate to, or onto Try, excuse me. You hate to see that. And honestly, the biggest factor for the economy, you mentioned it, all the kills of the op doesn't help in terms of gaining money up from kills, but you're not going to get a lot of money regardless from kills. The M4s only give you 300 short. It's 300% increase. But all the money comes from a victory, and also all the money comes from not having to reinvest. And so if they only lose one player, drop a rifle. Still a good spot to be in. Still
400 versus 1,200, though. That's 3 kits. That's a lot of utility. The Molotov 600 each.
It's better than losing a player, I would say. Still way better than losing a player.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Let your op do it, yeah. You don't want to take extra risks. Just letting the op do it because it's there. It's fine. Smokes outside early. Gold, Zera, and NQZ. Also a third thrown in as well. Lots of commitment early on in the outside yard. Try is going to cross as well. He's going to try to stymie any control they take. The Molotov as well will do exactly that. He knows it's fake in the outside yard. All this utility, all this commitment is for nothing from 00Nation. They're holding the lobby instead. Good peek from Buddha, but he doesn't connect the shots. He doesn't execute it perfectly, and that's going to compel 00Nation into a take. 2 for David. Finally traded. Max, though, on the site. It's his turn at bat. He'll find one before he's done. And Try again up the vents. The Opper now with a Tech 9 rather than USP. Tags down dumau. Another nade thrown in. Will it be enough? No. 2 versus 2. DGT is now stuck in heaven, isolated by that Molotov. This would be a heck of a time for NQZ to come alive on the big green.
Flash in for DGT to peek. dumau off the plant. NQZ last man standing. Shotgun on to Try. Gets naded down to half. Jumping around. Caught by DGT, who gets a chance to shine here. Grabs the op. He'll toss that back to Try. 8-2 for 9Z. A 7-1 streak.
9Z timeout.
Yeah, they've done this before. They did it yesterday, and it didn't work out too well.
Wasn't it an 8-2 scoreline that they called it a timeout on, and then they lost 9-6?
Yes, it was.
Or no, they lost 8-6 and then won the last round of the half. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So this is a very interesting call.
I hate it.
Given last time's performance afterwards, yeah, I hate it as well. But sure, there's a reason. Buddha's going. Well,
there was a reason last night.
It's true. Where's he gonna play at the AUG? That's my question. Where is he gonna play? Is he gonna play up close for the one-shot headshot, or is he going to play at range and just use this as a intermediary between?
He's gonna play ramp and Try's gonna go out our yard. Secret pop.
Would definitely work. Oh, is he gonna play close or is he gonna play long? Probably long. No, he's inside.
Wow, and Try's going up to A as well.
I want to see what happens here. Max going aggressive in the yard, eventually towards Africa. Playing with the smoke as a wall. Won't overcommit, won't overstay his welcome. At this point, 00Nation are hoping for aggression. They're just hoping to be given an opening. That's what happened in the last round, and they still lost it. Need to make the most of it now.
Where is that AUG? I think it's back silo. Not where I would have thought it was going to go. Definitely not where you thought it was going to go either. Max's nade can do some damage. It's decent. Makes things a lot easier to get the overall kills. And there's the spray through the smoke and through the flashbang. Max finds Cold Zera. Good start for him. 9Z looking to convert the round after their own timeout after a nice streak. Max lets him go in, though. They
Here's
pass
him.
like ships in the night, but he's got the backstab. He sprays too early, and dumau caps off 2. Try has found one back onto Taco, but Lato eliminates the Opper. Buddha and DGT with it all to do, and Buddha stuck back silo. DGT, however, can get the drop on NQZ. Does he have the timing? He doesn't need to, but he's all left alone now. Lato back turned. dumau 7 HP. Breaks the vents, drops down, runs it to B. Can get that bomb down. Will DGT follow suit down the vents? Yes, he will. He drops. He's moving. Does he know that dumau is so low? He's got the M4. He can run and gun at this health. He's just got to hit one shot.
Good shot angle, though.
Paltry shot.
Such a very precise angle. Oh, it's just cat and mouse. dumau running away. Is he just a normal mouse, or is he Jerry from Tom and Jerry? Tap comes in, double tap. Here comes the run, a fake. Just mind games, DGT. Will he stick it? The answer is no.
Pros don't fake, Nate.
Oh, he's going for it this time. Oh, no, he's not. No! No! That would have been it! dumau now is running out. DGT knows it. Time solo. He will get the kill. Does he have the defuse? I believe he does.
It's over.
Yeah, I think he has it. Yep.
What?
Called it. I'll take credit for that. I know we don't get to see the post. You know, in the post game, it will tell you how close it was.
Yeah.
Almost assuredly. I would love to see how close that was. It was dang close.
Can I just say he could have won that 4 times over?
Oh, he could have stuck it so much. You could take the cartoon music and just like the runaround song, the rigmarole song. Just
yeah.
Is it a kazoo? I think it's a kazoo. Yeah,
That
exactly. Yes. You could put that around that. You know, put a little filter on it, black and white. It's like an old timey movie.
Yeah. It looked like an episode of Tom and Jerry.
It did.
And the third of 4 timeouts used now.
Yeah, 3 of 4, 75%. If the going gets rough on the CT side, they're not going to have many timeouts to rely on. 9Z, they've all been expensive. So 00Nation know they still have the pressure here. 00Nation know that 9Z are on the cusp of a reset. They know their buy might even be compromised as it is. You can tell DGT only going for a smoke flash. So, 00Nation, it might look bad, but they are on the cusp of a major potential comeback. You just have to actually get across that line.
But that's proving to be difficult. Very difficult. And Try's going to probe out our yard. He's been very hard to get by as well. Top frag on the overall server, just above Lato, who's right at 13. Nade stack back silo, nobody there for 9Z at this moment in time. 00Nation have had these gimmicky nades, but they haven't connected when they've been thrown. And 9Z are playing pretty fluid on the defense. It's good to see.
It's fluid, it's original. 00Nation's very iterative, kind of defaulty normal. They just throw those same 3 smokes outside the yard off a spawn. It's very banal.
It is.
There we go. Try with the op, peeking outside, takes down NQZ, the big green on the other side. I don't know if he had it this round, but normally is. Max aggressive in the door, measured aggression at the minute mark, the mid-round call to further the advantage. And he did have the op as well. NQZ, his op is recovered by dumau.
Shadow.
Yep, Cold Zero spotted and done in. David, good kill there. Spam from dumau. Does nothing. He's being chipped away slowly yet surely. Lato will find a timing onto 1. And damage a second, but won't get the kill. Just dumau. That is a very nice and solid round. Only 2 players falling. Double digit secured. Op recovered as well. 9Z looking to right the wrong that was ancient.
But they have to close it out. They can't do what they did on Inferno and get lax. They can't just sit on their laurels and, you know, pop open a lawn chair, take a nap. They have to close it up. They have to finish it off. And that's proven to be difficult for 9Z. But they do have double digits here. A pretty formidable lead.
I think this is already solid for a CT side of Nuke.
It is.
They're on pace for an 11, and then, you know, even more if so suits them. Keep this round clean. Give yourself a CT economy that you can rely on for the rest of the half. That's the primary goal. Okay, never mind. It's not going to be clean. Lato, you mentioned he was the top frag for this team. He has 15 kills. He's tied Try once again. In the off now, Dink, but wins the duel. 00Nation actually making this round look like the most competitive round in quite a while.
And look at Taco. He's got so much space gained. The flank coming through. Try could actually catch him, though. He's going to... Oh, just misses the timing up the ladder. These timings have been crazy all day. And he can catch out Try, but he can't get the kill. Unfortunate there. And Try's now kind of just stuck.
He's not even looking at heaven. He doesn't know it's heaven. He was looking down below still.
Really? I thought he was going to drop, and then he didn't, so I don't know.
It could be it. Either way, the split's now looking very dangerous. Buddha has to get at least 2 here. 100%.
He's heard the steps.
1 second. God, he heard it, but he actually didn't expect NQZ so close. That was a very big potential to just shut it down there, but it's now DGT in the clutch. And this could prove disastrous for 9Z. I said the primary goal was to just make this one a clean one. Primary goal now is to survive.
Yep.
DGT. Win this round. Keep your team in the winner's column. Such a good angle from above. Will the Tech9 be able to do it in? That's the question. Timing's everything. We'll walk into it. Heaven player spotted, but the player on side is the priority. That's the rifle taken down. Taco now. Tech9. Oh, the Molotov's missed. It's on the bomb. Try to stick it.
It's over.
Or is Lily? It's got to be over, yeah. DGT. His only objective now is to truly survive. The round is over. There's no way. 00Nation have been given a boon.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be made the most of. This has to be capitalized on. The op has been recovered for Taco. Give that over to your teammate NQZ. And 00Nation, this is a big opportunity. Make something of it. Don't let it fall by the wayside.
Definitely a mission failed. We'll get him next time kind of moment. Not good enough from 9Z. Not good enough at all. Taco just worming his way in, taking out Try. Really opens up the site take, and then Buddha only able to get 1 from that second vents position. 2 rifles or 2 M4s of Hamas, if you want to call that a rifle, you can.
Wow.
Almost rather have an MP9 in most situations than that thing, but...
Speaking lowly right now, man.
It lost to a Glock on Ancient, remember?
It was in Cold Zera's hands, it's true.
It shouldn't lose to a Glock in that fight.
Especially not Cold Zera's hands. And that range too, yeah, that was embarrassing.
That was mid-long range.
Yeah, it wasn't a player issue, that was a gun issue. Ooh, Max is in a good spot here. CZ in the smoke, good flash. He's still alive, not clearing him. Does he have enough ammo? No. Only good for 1.5. Taco finds a second. DGT though, the other M4 chimes in as well. Try coming up secret. Perfectly timed, looking for more. Bombs drop. Spam comes through the FAMAS versus the AK and the op. So much damage done from both teams. But it is a tied ball game. No, it's an advantage for 00Nation. They rip away Buddha from the round. DGT though has a deceptively solid position though. Bomb dropped as you mentioned. 2 players low. The question is, when will the timing come through for NQZ? That's the most important thing here. Timing.
Does he expect heaven? Does DGT expect heaven? That's what this comes down to. He's stuck in second vents. He's ready for heaven. He's playing the time. He's playing the advantage he's been given. It's a double swing. He wins the first fight. Lotto 1-shot. Lotto 1-shot! He still survives! DGT can't flick around, and 00Nation this time barely escape with a round victory. But geez, Louise, this game. What you would expect to be normalcy is not. What you would expect to see maybe once over the course of a series, we've seen quite often.
Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Best way to put it.
Bare knuckle street fight.
Yep. And someone's packing some brass knuckles.
No, that would mean that would be over. This is anywhere but over.
True. The person has a gun. No. It's like, it feels like everybody's getting some slimy pull over the other one. Yep. And then the other person gets a slimy pull. You know? It's like
there's definitely been some biting. Some underhanded
biting. That's it. That's what I'm looking for.
Classic Mike Tyson.
That's the metaphor I'm looking for, yep. CSGO are still scared. Still slow. They know the money's bad. They are rightfully scared, but you aren't going to win if you're playing this scared. And it left in no control. 0 control. Nothing in the yard. Sure, someone's in trophy, I guess, but They haven't even began to pry around at the ramp.
Try might be able to catch one off, but he's not going to have an advantageous fight. He does get one, and he's got backup, but DGT falls. Try can get a second. He got 3! He got the dink on the onto NQZ, then gets Lotto on the trade attempt. Finally gets them all. Taco stuck and caught by David. All down to Coldzera. And as we say it, this game returns to its incredibly unpredictable state.
Volatile state. It's Coldzera for 1 and done. It is 9Z to recover. Can they close it out, or will we see a comeback? We'll find out after the break.
NineZ have 11, but can they get to 16? I'm Boggs, joined by Pineapple Phillips. This has been an incongruous game where what makes sense is not what happens, and what doesn't make sense is pretty often what we get to see. It's a critical pistol round for 00Nation. I would say for 9Z as well, because they struggled to close out Inferno and choked away that play on Ancient. But 00Nation, they're down by 7, and their opponents only need 5. And somehow Buddha's just gone by. Lato needs to hit those shots up heaven, and Taco could just get caught out. He does.
Lato above, though, does have some redemption. Finds a kill in response. DGT, though, taking an NQZ. Look, NineZ just spread out across the map, sowing chaos and pandemonium. 00Nation don't know what's going on. We don't either.
And neither did 9Z.
Who doesn't try? Good.
Nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah, nobody does. Cold Zero has the kit, selfless call, and in the 1 versus 3 at this point. They are tagged, but it's going to struggle to get the kills with the body shots on a USP. Calling a save of just a kit.
Interesting.
Desperation.
Yeah.
I guess they're going to force in the following, and a kit would be very useful to have in that situation.
You think they are going to force for sure? The kit will help. I think it just highlights the terrible situation that 00Nation are in.
Unenviable.
Certainly. It's a no-win situation at this point unless you fight your way out. And there's a long way to go to fight your way out.
Dizzying way to go. You want to come back into it. 9Z, no doubts. Gonna buy. What's the buy gonna be though? Rifles, SMGs? How are they gonna harvest? That's the question. Is Booty gonna stick on the USP? It'd be really funny. Nope. 2 Galils make that 3. It's a trio. 1 AK for David. And a MAC-10 for Max. 00Nation. Kind of last minute buying again. Too much time talking. There's going to be an investment though. 3 Deagles, a 5.7, and a Scout for NQZ. Does have Kevlar as well. So it is a scary round. 9Z, you have to still clear things out with due diligence. Have to hold for every possibility. And also have to hope that 00Nation don't just randomly wake up.
Cold could definitely do some damage with the Deagle, but he gets caught backing away with a smoke in hand. Max will go through that with a flashbang. Drive-bys, jumps on to Cold Zera. NQZ trades it back, but that's still going to favor the T side as they get some sight control. Bomb will go down. Lotto reveals his position in mini. NQZ backs away, and that could have been heard by David, too. Still tosses the Molotov up into heaven. DGT, try and lobby. 00Nation walled out of the site. They've lost the kit that was saved so laboriously in the last round. And
saving.
Yep. I honestly think that's the only call to be made here.
It's the only call. Yeah, I agree. You hate to see it again. It's actually, honestly hurts even more than just saving the kit. But it's the only call we made at this point. 13-4. And 9Z aren't going to give away any guns either. Just a MAC-10 on the ground. Drop to buy Max. Looks like they're all just going to exit together as well. No need to hunt. They know they have an advantage. They know they can just keep rifles up and build that economy as well. Very well done from them. 13-4. 3 rounds separating them from this one. Lotto has been trying his darndest to keep his team in it. 108 ADR for him. Try, though. Even him at bay. Try the 125 ADR at this point.
Wow. As the opper.
It's a statement as an opper. Dominance. When we look at KPR, I think
those are nice.
I had a friend who changed his op name to the KPR cannon. You don't care about the ADR, you care about the KPR. But it's try finding both at this point.
He's getting KDR, he's getting ADR. He's leading his team towards victory against his former team of 00Nation. Molotov back silo, pop out of hut. Dumau actually does get the opener onto DGT, who's had a bit of a quiet game so far. Of course, Try hogging most of those kills. Lotto been great for 00Nation, but he's about the only one. Taco and Cold Zera combined to 10 kills. Everybody on 9Z above that mark individually. Bomb ticking away. 00Nation, I don't think they can justify another save. They have to go for this. They're going to buy up next round anyways, but you have to at least try to win this round. And speak of try, he tries and succeeds on the Dumau. David with the spray control for a pair. Max spots the next in heaven, but David's grabbed the hat trick. Lotto with one more parting gift. Try with a second. 14-4. Oh boy. 10 rounds between the two teams. 2 rounds for 9Z in victory. 00Nation completely, utterly outclassed on Nuke.
Boomed. Mentally and otherwise. Boomed. You mentioned that Cold, Zera, and Taco combined kills of 11 now. They find one at the later stages of that last one. But when your 2 veterans, your 2 big dogs, your 2 names are that low, that quiet, it's dire straits. It's dire straits. Now Lotto, again, doing some lifting, but no one else is. Dumau, kind of, here and there. having some good impact, but falling flat for the most part. 00Nation are beating themselves in this one.
Cold goes down, NQZ trades, but still space acquired for 9Z. But Dumau finishing off David does give a bit of an advantage back to 00Nation. But you can't count 9Z out when Try is alive. Same with DGT. Buddha
Flank
has been solid. Yeah, this flank, but they might just go too fast for the flank to even matter. Unless they actually watch for it. Wow. Try loses that fight clean.
Now the heavy hitter, you mentioned the one. Would keep the minute, taken down. Taco catches DGTs, the smoke fades. Buddha had a decent map 3, but he won't offer any resistance in this one. A 5th for 00Nation. Still trailing by 9, but you know what? I believe. We'll say it at this point. I believe.
In Magic or 00Nation?
Honestly, I'd say Magic has a greater percentage chance of being real. When 00Nation's chances are slim to none. But don't want to be so dreary, so dismal. Always a chance for all the players to wake up. Let's see what the strat is here. What is the T side going to do? It's another play towards lobby. Try up top, maybe through some utility before coming down. It's a half buy from 9Z. 1 hero rifle, 4 pistols, 3 of them being Tech 9s. I mean, this could be a very fast and explosive play. If Taco doesn't get at least 1.5, they storm down, they get sight, and things become really scary really quickly.
Taco tries to dive away, drops a smoke to cover his retreat. 9Z don't need to go for the ramp play here. They can also go wrap their J-Hall up into heaven, take an outer yard play, but they are going to train on down the ramp. Taco joined by Cold Zera, both in control room. Smokes available, Molotovs as well as flashbangs for 9Z. All they need to do is win 2 more rounds. Utility going in. Push coming out. Buddha hopping through. Missed sprays. Taco finally gets 1. Cold spots another as Max goes down. Taco with a 3rd. The flanks coming in. Taco goes down. Cold drop by David, who's trying to claw this back. DGT to put the bomb to the ground. 2v3, but David so low. DGT no armor, neither for David. Smoke used. Flashbang all they have for utility. DGT spotted and removed. NQZ coming from behind. Spots out David. Takes his time. 14-6. But how costly is that for 00Nation? 2 deaths plus a bomb plant.
It's pretty
costly.
costly.
Should not have allowed that.
That flank through the flames hero play definitely gives 9Z a rather hefty bonus now. Coming into the next rifle round, they use attack pause. Very good times to do so. They have a lot of money. That bomb plant, some kills. Looking good for them. They can get an op on Try if they so desire. Or they might go for something quicker with full AKs. Very interested to see what the strategy is. 00Nation, because of that, they have to dip into the coffers once more. They don't have the best of CT economies. Look at Dumau, look at NQZ. They have 3K, sure. It's far less pretty for Cold Zera, Taco, and Lato, though. Both, or all 3, excuse me, below 12K. Or 12K, 2K. Words are hard. So, if they lose this round without finding many kills, and without saving, more importantly, 00Nation could be facing a very scrappy bye against 15.
The AKs will have to do it all. No op for Try. The op's there for NQZ. Max through the smoke, but actually he's all the way through. He's got a kill! He's blinded by his teammates, and he's pound a pair! The flank gets caught by DGT! It's a collapse!
Fast play. Totally unexpected. What a push. What luck as well. 2K on the spray while blind for Max, who now has the op, Bogdan's Law. Cold Zera at this point has to desperately try to hold on to this rifle. That's the only chance. Bring this into the following. Scrap together a buy around it. Maybe drop it to a teammate even. Try to go from there. Keep in mind as well, this game has gone the distance. It's gone to all 3 maps. You do still have another game in the day as well. The winner of this will face against Fluxo for that qualifying spot. So, going to be a test of endurance for one of these two teams.
Presumably that team being 9Z.
I didn't want to say it, you know, give the 00Nation players and not players but viewers some hope, but it is looking dire. It is
14-4 to 15-6, and the bye is going to be pretty rough here. There's not much hope.
And in a row.
They're not 9Z. If it was 9Z, I'd be like, yeah, sure, probably. Seen it before.
Definitely a chance, yeah. Seen it. Seen worse, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually a decent buy. Better than I expected. An MP9, sure. But 3 M4s and an op, good utility, and kits. Like, this is far better than I was expecting for 00Nation.
Max has the opening, though, and that's going to really start the downward spiral for 00Nation. NQZ wins the Opper's duel, however. That gives him a little bit of respite. David holding trophy. Max creeping around outside. Taco, the ramp player. DGT falls to dumau, but Buddha trades it right back. 3v3. Lots of time on the clock. 9Z going to try and find a way to establish an advantage, to use this amount of space to their own good. And maybe see if 00Nation get a little antsy. There's nobody on the B side proper.
Yeah, good use of space.
Mm-hmm.
Max down below the vents. NQZ knows it's a possibility. He's going to go clear it out, but Max might just come up the vents. All depends on timing. He's looking for rotations. This ramp duel. MP9 in the cubby. There's a second player to support now. Lato is here to swing off contact. They line up. The MP9 finds one. The M4, not a second. Taco will trade. David did at least get one. The issue is the bomb is now down, and Max is feeling compelled to push. He has to. 30 seconds left is still enough time, but it's going down to the wire. Taco on an MP9 over towards J-Hall. He's paranoid about every angle. 20 seconds. Really coming down to the wire. Really cutting it close. He will grab the bomb. He will race towards A, but Taco's read it perfectly. He's on the A site. The op's down below the vents. 10 seconds left. Max really putting it close to the wire now. Drops down the vents. He's going around the world, and NQZ will no-scope him. Will take him down. The shotgun op does him in. 00Nation, again, finding ways to stay alive. The question is, can they really do that 8 more times? Probably not.
They are on the CT side, so if there was a side for them to do it on, it would be this one. Still, 9Z looking dangerous, even in situations where it doesn't necessarily look that great for him. Mac 10 for Max, try on an AK, everybody else with one as well. Utility is there. Not the best amount, but it's a far cry from being Squalor. DGT through the fire, doesn't win the fight against NQZ, that's a good solid shot. Actually doesn't take any damage on that. Spam from Lato, gets a dink onto Max in the last shot through. Nade might do some damage for Taco as well, but it's not too much to write home about. Still 00Nation setting themselves up for another round of the board, trying to close this one to double digits at the very least.
Both teams facing compromises on this investment. Famas versus Mac 10. They're walking into J-Hall, just dry peeks it slowly as well at that. That is an oversight. He falls. Sure, he does some damage, but that's not something he should be giving away. NQZ flanking all the way back around with the op. Spots one. That's the bomb taken down. Looking for a second. Spots him. Doesn't get the kill, but he's posted and ready. Spots the second. Doesn't get it. It's David to trade it back. And how has this been turned into a 3 versus 3? How is this looking feasible for 9Z?
Because they find ways to at least make things dangerous.
It's not them. It's 00Nation giving it away.
That is also true. That
Cold
first pick
slow
on the
walking into
cold.
ramp. Yeah. NQZ sticking in the lobby instead of trying to run away.
It's bad decisions that we've seen. We've seen them from both sides, honestly. But 9Z have either minimized it or made it a little less important in the overall scheme of the round. Max slow peeking around the ramp. Taco traded out, though. Buddha right there for the return. Lato has about one chance to stop the plant, and he does it. That's the round. Surely dumau finishes it off. But Lato had that round on lock with that kill onto the planter. Should be a save now from 9Z. They should not invest here. 00Nation will have a 9th. It's still such a long road back into it. And
a long and winding road at that. It's not like a well-paved highway.
No. There's thorns across the road, fallen trees.
Fallen trees, yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. There's a
Chasms
river
to cross.
flowing through it now, yeah.
No ford in the river either.
Four-wheel drive's not going to cut it. You need 2 more wheels, 5 and 6.
Need a boat.
A boat uphill still sounds difficult.
So are they walking to school in the snow uphill both ways?
Yeah. Fighting off bears on the way. They got their bear rifles. Fending for their lives. Pistols, though, not going to offer much resistance whatsoever. DGG still has an opportunity with the Deagle. And we've seen what the Glock can do against the FAMAS, so never count it out. 00Nation, going to keep this one clean. Oh. Oh, next on the Glock. Spotted. Never mind. It looks so cool. Gonna try and burst it. Nope, not to be. 9th round expected. 00Nation probably gonna upgrade that MP9. No chance to try and use it for extra. No sense in giving any opportunity to 9Z is the best way to put it. So should upgrade hopefully. There we go. Try. Gonna go for an AK. No money for an op. Unless there's one on the ground. Nope. 9Z. 6 more chances to close it out.
Fast A pop as they flash on through. Molotov will keep him at bay, but it is smoked off. Lotto up over top, spots out DGT, who's got to be ready for that. Not the first time that's been done to them. Not the first time you've ever seen that kind of a top hut play. Everybody who's ever played Nuke knows that one. And Lotto gets a second! How will they let him get away with 2?
Letting him get away with murder twice. That often. Try. This compatriots David and Buddha. 3 versus 5. I just feel like this round has kind of been stopped though. Still. Dilly-dallying. I say that, actually David's at the ramp. So they have gotten some control given to them. They have sniffed it out accordingly, but Taco's still playing back of ramp. More than happy playing back of B, excuse me. More than happy playing this passive angle. As soon as the information's taken, they have to kill Taco immediately or it's pretty much over. Aid comes in. See a smoke. Taco's just buying so much time. David will try to jump in, race him down. Taco burns him alive. David did drop cold before falling though. Still a 2 versus 4. Still desperate. Try finds one. Dumau trades, drops the bomb. Try 10 HP in a dream. 1v3. Jumping in, doesn't even get the first. Dumau. Well done. In towards the side halls to find the round. I'm not sure how it's happening, but it is. 00Nation. Up to 10 now. What was it? 9 match points for 9Z?
Yeah.
Now only 5? It's 4 in a row for 00Nation?
Actually, no, it was 10 in a row. So it was 15-6. So that would be 10 in a row for 00Nation if they clawed all the way back.
Man.
And they should get within 5 because I don't suspect 9Z will have too much to offer in this round. That was a nifty little slide across by Try. Better shot by NQZ sitting on the D-Lord. Makes it a double. Looks for more. Expects the player up top mini. There's a 3rd. Not the 4th just yet. DGT gonna push him in, and yep, new op mag, only 5.
Doesn't matter. ESP gets it done. Would have loved to see it actually matter, but it doesn't. Otto caps off a flawless round. CT side chugging along smoothly. It feels like the freight train has gotten up to speed, and 9Z feeling pressured. A 3rd tactical timeout. I will say I'm going to praise them for the tactical timeouts. They're timely. They're before rifle rounds. And hopefully they're actually going to make a difference here. I would love to see something different from 9Z. Something unorthodox or just away from the norm. I don't think they've done too much smoke crossings outside. Just something to make 00Nation second guess. Something that 00Nation haven't seen yet.
I would
catch
just
them
like
off.
for them to, you know, clear common angles that everyone plays.
All right, you're going far more nihilistic than I am.
I'm still mad about that hut double.
I can tell.
Like,
9Z's giving Boggs a chip on his shoulder.
jeez. It's the perfect smoke for that play.
We lambasted 00Nation for having a banal Nuke set up and play style, and 9s here getting caught out by a Banal style. One of the most common angles.
Too, they get to 15 and they can't win. It's the same thing that happened on Inferno. They get to map point and they're just like, they forget how to play.
Nerves, perhaps? I'm not sure. Either way, dumau's the one to find the opening, spamming away through the vent, through the door. Oh, what can you do? Budo walking ramp low on HP, caught by Taco on a timing. Taco walking around. Very lucky not to fall there. Second, doesn't get the kill, doesn't matter. He'll fall away. More than content with a 2-person advantage. 00Nation will adjust accordingly. What is the setup now? Try towards the door. David and his teammate Try coming back to greet him, to join him. It's feeling like 12 already. 9Z can't stop giving away the early picks.
And they keep trying the same thing over and over. It's the definition of banal.
Definition of insanity.
That
One of
too.
my favorite games back in the day. Far Cry. Classic. Try. Does net the first. Old vents. Dumau lines but response though. Tit for tat. In fact, 2 for 1. 3K for him, and now it's Max in the clutch. 1v4. First secured. Second. Trying to isolate a 1 versus 1. He has 25 seconds left. He could go down to B, and it would be the right call because no one's there, but stick it here on A instead. So many angles to worry about. He's not even looking behind him. That's going to seal his fate. NQZ from above takes him down. A 12th for 00Nation and 9Z. How does it feel now that the shoe's on the other foot?
I don't think the shoe's on the other foot anymore. The shoe is off in the hands of 00Nation. They're getting bashed over the head with it.
Taking a good whiff. Sorry, what?
What?
Huh? Adam?
Well, no op for 9Z. Another match point. 00Nation just continue to take it one round at a time. Cold Zera is kind of just there for the ride, while Lato, Dumau, and QZ do all the work. Taco chimes in here and there. No outer yard control really taken by 9Z once more. One player lurking very passively out there is Max. David is up top as well. Now they go for some smokes. Deep smoke wall. Molotov for Glaive. Flash is going long. Molotov from Cold, though. Forces 9Z back to stay in red. Taco looking for a cross to Mini. This is still not a free round for 9Z. They still have to struggle to even get an opening.
Hey, at least they haven't fallen in the first 5 seconds. It's progress.
That's true.
Now, they might fall here quickly because Taco's in the back of the garage. And, yep, there we go. Lots of damage done, but not a kill. Taco takes the advantage, and now they'll just walk down. Less than a minute left. That alert of DGT has to do a lot, otherwise this one's going to fall flat. Zero. Speaking of falling flat, 7 kills to his name. He has to try and hold on. He can't. He's stuck in a rut. Try finds him. DGT. There we go. The lurk activating. NQZ will offer some resistance, but it's only to tie things up at 3 apiece. And he has to worry about the flank no less. 9Z might have finally found a winning recipe.
Maybe, just maybe, Taco so low, NQZ half HP, but no utility for 9Z. Gives 00Nation a much better window back in. David, however, has Taco dead. Lato doesn't finish his kill. Has to go back for it. Takes a lot of damage in that regard. Time dwindling lower and lower. Both players have kits. Both players have util, but they don't have the time to spare. Try with the first. All down to NQZ. Molotov for the Cubby. It's a Stralis plant, and it's just going to be Try sitting in the flames. He's bought enough time. DGT knows where the last man is. NQZ's off of it. He gets the kill, but it is nothing but failure for 00Nation. They cannot close it. They cannot win it. 15-6 to 15-12. An admirable attempt at a comeback, but 9Z stumble into the win column.
Stumbling into the win column, I think, is the best way to put it. They lost the opening in towards the garage. They did find a trade. I think the main issue was Cold Star's having a rough game. Truly. He missed I think at least 2 or 3 opportunities.